What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash comic video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. So we will be covering the Flash 32 and Detective Comics 966 in this video. So the Flash, well, it's back on TV, so you can go and check out my reviews and my trailer breakdowns as well for the Flash, and I will be doing a Mr. Robot video as well, which is going to be a lot of fun seeing that. So I'm excited to see Mr. Robot return as well. But the Flash is back and it is amazing. And the comic again is continuing on this trend of being the best read, I think. Like every comic book that comes out, it is the best read in my opinion by far. But of course, there is always a lot of competition from DC and not enough competition from Marvel, apart from X-Men Gold, which is currently the best book out there at the moment in my opinion. But it is here, the Flash, and we had a few surprising returns. So the Flash, Barry Allen, or at least the Barry Allen persona here now, is trapped. He has got to go and cover Iron Heights. I'm not really sure why Iron Heights needs a CSI. To me, I don't really know. I didn't think that prisons really had CSIs. But I guess for the story, this does make a lot of sense, considering the fact he's got to go to the worst place in the city, which is, or at least on the outskirts of the city, in the water, is Iron Heights. And that is where he's got to stay and continue on his career with his crime scene partner, who must absolutely hate him for getting them in this mess that they have now been stuck into. But amazingly, quite something which I was surprised about. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that August Hart, aka Godspeed, has returned to the pages of The Flash. I don't think we've really seen him since he has actually been apprehended and taken to Iron Heights. And Godspeed is a fantastic villain, and hopefully we will see Godspeed come out at some point. Now, this issue was a lot of fun. It is just a transitional issue, to be honest. We had the negative Speed Force storyline, and that was the end of that. And we had this transition. It's quite normal, really, in comics. This is just really filler, but it is actually really good filler. I mean, it's quite similar to what is happening, or what happened in the Jeff Johns run, with Iron Heights being a focus as well. So it's nice to see them return to their roots with Iron Heights. And I can't help but think there is going to be a jailbreak. So a couple of months ago, we actually had the Flash put all of the rogues away. There was like some kind of rogue war sort of thing. I know that's the way I could describe it here. But that is what we got. And it's pretty cool that all of the rogues here are just walking around in their actual outfits. And this is all because of the Warden wants them to realise who they actually are. But surely he would want them, to slowly turn away from a life of crime. And considering they're all there, and we've got August Hart fighting, and can't help but think that perhaps there will be a jailbreak, considering they're all there, they're all in the same place, and we're going to see them break out and fight and cause all kinds of chaos. So it was actually a really good issue. I did really enjoy this. It was a great read throughout. And next week, or next issue even, we're actually going to get Black Hole Rising, which has been pretty much teased for quite some time. So we had the whole thing, the big reveal that Mina Dewan is back and alive somehow, and she is an agent of Black Hole. So she pops up at the end of this book, and really it's kind of crazy. And we saw Black Hole recently in the hard-traveling hero version of Green Arrow, where he crossed over with the Flash, and it turns out that they were part of, or assisting, the Ninth Circle, which is featured over in Arrow. So it's quite cool that we're getting Mina back. I love Mina. Her outfit looks absolutely sick. She looks absolutely amazing. I would really love to see this character pop up in possibly the movies or even the Flash TV show. I think she'd really fit in the Flash TV show, to be honest. And as well as this, we've got Barry Allen, who is actually, well, is he technically single? I think they're on a Ross and Rachel break at the moment with Iris. So a love that he's had before, Mina, is back in town. So yeah, sparks are going to fly moving on. So a really fun issue, even if there wasn't really kind of a lot of action packed. We didn't really see much of the actual Flash. We just saw Barry. But next up, we have got Detective Comics 966. So this is it. This is a really, really weird storyline. The last issue of this was really weird as well. And Detective Comics has been some sort of a standout because it hasn't really featured that much Batman. It's had the kind of Bat family and centered around the Belfry and things like that. But what is really strange is the fact that we've got a Tim Drake from the future, or at least an alternative future. So we continue on the Mr. Oz storyline. They're still trapped in Mr. Oz's weird little prison. And of course, as well, Mr. Oz is carrying on over in Action Comics. So it's kind of weird that Mr. Oz isn't really featured that much in this. I would have liked to see him try and keep these guys in the prison, but he has got his focus over in Action Comics, trying to get his son to leave Earth. But we've got two Tim Drakes here. We've got a Batman who really, this shows us that the true heir to the cowl is Tim Drake, because Nightwing would go off and do his own thing. He'd become Batman for a while, but then settle down, and then, well, Jason Todd would really throw his life away. Damian Wayne would burn the city to the ground, and Batwoman, well, it looks like Tim Drake of the future had an issue with good old Batwoman, and now he is off to try and kill her. So they're both back in Gotham now after fighting Doomsday, which I think was a bit simplistic. He literally just threw up a hologram and distracted Doomsday, which is just really, really, I guess that's a really simplistic way of doing it, which it kind of makes sense. And this is basically a look at if Tim Drake actually did go off to college and actually, stopped being the Red Robin and left Gotham, and it would turn into his whole legacy would completely be ruined. So we've also got Connor Kent. Connor Kent is back. So Con-El Superboy has technically returned. He is in the future. Kind of. No, gotcha. He is seemingly outside of the DC Rebirth. So this is actually a Tim Drake from possibly the original timeline, because what has happened is our Tim Drake does not remember anything about Con-El or anything like that, and has never met him. So what has happened? It looks like even more people have been taken, and Connor Kent, the real Connor Kent, not the one who joined the Teen Titans for a bit, the one here, our original one, never actually existed in DC Rebirth and the New 52, just like Wally West. So it does make sense. If Dr. Manhattan is so invested in Superman, it would stand to reason that he actually wants to get rid of Connor Kent, because he might actually be a problem, considering, he is really, really powerful and things like that. So this was a good issue. It's a really weird storyline. I'm not sure if I like this storyline or not, but it does exist. It's serving its purpose here, and I just don't know. Something about it just feels off. Like, the artwork is always good as well, but it just feels like something is missing in the last two issues. It just feels like a shock for shock's sake. It just feels like it's a twist and turns for something which I don't really know why it actually exists. So out of the two, the Flash is a lot better. So I will be doing my Dark Knight's Metal storyline as well, but that will be over on the DC Fans channel, just like my reaction to the Doomsday Clock video was. So that's it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.